Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be transforming this area that's in the downstairs in our house that's right across from my husband's office into a cute work from home snack bar, as well as a guest suite where they can grab oatmeal and make their own coffee and tea in the morning so they don't have to get up and go all the way upstairs, because we are turning this downstairs also into a guest suite so that when we have people come over and stay, they have a little bit of privacy. And also when my husband is working during the day, he can grab some snacks and coffee as well. So we have this bar area. It was not working the best. My husband's snacks are already there. These are the things he eats during the day when he's, in between meetings and stuff like that. So I wanted to make it look really cute. Right now it has a super cute tile in the back. As you can tell, I've got the Brita filter there, and I just wanted to make it look cute. So I'm going to be doing some really fun projects with my Cricut Joy. Thank you so much to Cricut for working with me on this video. We're going to be making some super cute snack canisters with the Cricut, the labels. You guys are going to love this. I can't wait. Anyway, the first thing I always do is I remove everything from the space when I'm reorganizing it. And I hadn't cleaned this since I moved in, so I just took a little bit of time and cleaned it with my grapefruit cleaner. I love that cleaner. It smells so good. Since we've switched over to using reusable K-cup pods, I wanted to add one downstairs because, I finished up cleaning. I never had wiped down the shelves, and I think I got some dust, but I think I got a little bit of the finish off the shelf too. Oh well, what are you gonna do? I put the mugs there, and I really wanted to have a place where people could heat up some water, and I found this awesome little cute adorable mini kettle, and I wanted everything to match. So I wanted everything to be bamboo and black because I don't know, I was sort of riffing off the design of the shelves that were already there. So I found this cute bottom kettle and I put it on the shelf so that if you wanted to heat up some water for tea or pour over coffee if you're extra fancy. When I was at the Container Store, I picked up these adorable bamboo bins, and I also picked up these amazing glass canisters with bamboo tops. They're from the Marie Kondo collection. They're so beautiful, and I thought a really fun project to do was to have them as refillable snack containers and put a really amazing custom label on with my Cricut Joy. You can make so many amazing custom labels with Cricut Design Space, which you can use in your iPhone, iPad, or a computer. I love the Cricut Design Space because it's so much fun to use, and I chose a really fun script font. I think this font is called Merlot, and I always duplicate the labels just to make sure they are the same size because I want them to be consistent, and I just changed the text over to I wanted to go sweet and nutty and like savory, but then I was like, oh, I want alliteration, so I went sweet, salty, savory. I know that salty and savory are kind of the same thing, but whatever. I wanted to make sure the labels were going to fit, so I measured on the bins where the label was going to go. So I could go across or I could go up and down, and I think up and down was where I ended up going, but I just wanted to make sure it would fit either way, and 3 inches was the perfect size. I found that when using these script fonts, to make sure to weld your letters together, there's a section where you can actually weld letters together. It makes things easier to cut, and also if you use these script fonts, to have your Cricut cut with more pressure. There's a setting where just before you're going to finish your project, you can choose the pressure that your Cricut cuts. Make sure to choose a little bit more pressure, and that it will make it easier to work with. For this project, you're going to need a few things other than your Cricut Joy cutting machine. You're going to need some vinyl, so I chose permanent vinyl in white. This is kind of my go-to. I just really like it. You're going to need some transfer tape to transfer your design. You'll also need a weeding tool, and you will definitely need a scraper. The scraper is essential. It's essential to make sure that you can remove your design from the transfer tape and then put it onto your container. So the first thing I did was take out my my vinyl, and I cut a size that was long enough for the machine to realize I was doing a project, but not the whole roll of vinyl. The great thing about using Cricut Smart Materials is that you don't need a mat to put them in the machine. You can just put them right into the machine, which is a lifesaver. Make sure you have the blade installed and not the marker. So all you need to do is slide it right into the slot, secure it, and it is ready to go. After that, just feed your vinyl right into the machine, and it will measure to make sure that you have enough material to finish your project, because that's kind of important. And then just press go on your machine and you are good to go. It will start cutting out your design for you and get ready to have some fun. After it's done cutting, you can unload your material and take out your designs, cut them, and make sure to not, cut off the designs. I've done that a couple times. Just be careful when you cut, and remove the backing vinyl off of the design. Do this really slowly. If you have a script design, you can pull a little bit of the vinyl that's part of your design off with you, so just be very careful. And this is why it's really helpful to have your machine cut with a little more pressure than you had been using before on, say, something a little more blocky. So with my weeding tool, I pulled out the little pieces that didn't come off in the middle of letters. Someone in the last video told me what these are called, and I totally forgot what they're called. The little circle inside the E. That's what you're pulling out with your weeding tool. And I don't know what I would do without the weeding tool. It's so helpful. It just grabs those little tiny circles of vinyl and it just pulls them off for you so that you don't pull them off with the transfer tape. So next comes the transfer tape, and you can reuse transfer tape over and over again. I use this for all 3 of my designs. It's so good. So just simply put the transfer tape on, press, and this is where the scraper tool comes in. Scrape. You really want to use a lot of pressure. Make sure your design sticks to the transfer tape because you want the design to come with the transfer tape when you lift it up. And voila! You have transferred the design onto your transfer tape. Also, if it doesn't come off all, at the same time, you can just simply repress with your fingernail or something, or you can go back in with a scraper and just try to pull off again. This happens to me all the time, and don't worry, just be patient. And look, the whole thing's off. Savory. So cute, right? So I decided to put this sideways. I think I was navigating what way I should put it. I think I was toying with the idea of horizontal, but I decided on vertical. I thought it would just be cooler. So I decided to go on horizontal, and I think it turned out really adorable, guys. This is one of my favorite projects I've ever done with Cricut. I think it's so cute. They turned out really well, actually. They looked so cute at the end. I was very proud of myself. After you've done enough pressing of the transfer tape on your container, simply pull the transfer tape away and your label should stay on the container. Pull very slowly so that you don't pull the design with you, but I think this turned out simply adorable. What do you guys think? I had so much fun doing this. I actually had discovered that I left one of the pieces I was supposed to weed out on the design, but I was actually able to weed it out while it was on the transfer tape, which, you know what, I was impressed with myself. Far and away my favorite project I've done with my Cricut. I think it turned out so well. If you guys are interested in getting your own Cricut machine, check out the description down below. I will have a link for you, and get started on your own custom labels and all kinds of other projects too. Back to the reorganizing of the snack area. I had decided that this was going to be like the drink side on the right, and it was going to be snacks on the left. I don't know where I came up with that, but I decided that, it was good to block off areas to have zones. You know how I feel about zones. Friends. Zones are good in every area if you're trying to organize. Zones are good in the kitchen. They're good in the garage. They're good in the pantry. They're just good everywhere. I just was moving things around and doing a lot of trial and error. I always advise, oh, look at the little teas. How cute do they look? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Anyway, as I was saying, if you're organizing a space or designing a space, go ahead and do a little trial and error. You're not going to get it right the first time. You're just going to want to move things around till it feels right. And even towards the end of this video, I removed the soda stream because my husband wasn't using it very much, so we'll figure out another place for it to go, but I thought it just cluttered up the space a little bit. I really wanted it to be inviting during the workday and also for guests to grab snacks and drinks as well. So just because it was also a guest space, I included some oatmeal for in the mornings. If they didn't want to, come all the way upstairs and get stuff, they could have some oatmeal in the morning and just chill out. Okay. chocolate covered pretzels. Do we agree that these are the best things ever? So I put those as my sweet, even though they are sweet and salty. And I got some gold pepper cashews from Whole Foods. I had to try one to see if they were good because my husband and I love spicy things, and yeah, they were pretty good. They weren't as hot as I thought they were going to be because, you know, ghost pepper, you think it's like super hot, but I don't know. It's all right. Maybe I'm desensitized. Oh, and also I got some turkey jerky for the savory container. I know that savory and salty are the same thing. Just don't let me work with this alliteration, okay? I just thought it was cute, and I just, you know. Anyway, I got a couple more snacks. I got some trail mix, and I also got some pistachios because those are things we love to eat as well. So I figured when we watch movies down here, because we also have a theater set up down here as well, we could grab snacks during, you know, movie time. So it could be a really nice sort of in general snack station area. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, this turned out super adorable. I actually did add some bowls on the second shelf that were the same color as the coffee machine, so it all was very cohesive. I think that the theme turned out really well with the color scheme and everything, and it just has that general feel of that snack area that you would visit in your office whenever you were procrastinating, you know, when you didn't want to finish that project or make that call, you would just go over and grab a snack, you know, or a cup of tea or something, or a cup of coffee. And, you know, you would put it off a little bit and then you get motivated to start working again. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. But, you know, the piece de resistance, these containers were my favorite thing in the entire project. How adorable are these? Anyway, if you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Let me know what your favorite part of this transformation was. I really like the containers. I mean, I think the whole thing is cute and welcoming, but I really enjoyed doing this. Thank you so much to Cricut for sponsoring today's video, and visit the description to find out how you can get your own Cricut. All right, guys, have a great morning, great afternoon, great evening, wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.